Hello and welcome. My name is Jolanda and this is my knitting podcast. Today, a small episode as we counting down to Christmas. Today is the 18th of December. I hope I got this right because the days. Okay, just a second ago we had some sunlight, but it has disappeared and we have been turning back to gray, more gray. All right, let's start with the opening of the Advent calendar. Today again, a beautiful sock yarn and it matches the brand from yesterday. And those two together might make some really fancy, sturdy socks. So I think I think my words are coming out really strange today. Okay. Thank you so also very much for who has commented and liked my video and watched. I very much appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So thank you so very much. I also had some great tips and I will talk about that later, I hope, if I don't forget. So what I'm wearing today is an old object and that is from 2017, one of the first garments I put into Ravelry. So this is the Fox jacket. It's a free pattern from Drops Design and I made it completely out of my hand spun. So it has some lace details at the cuffs, of course, at the yoke and at the bottom hem. See if you see it's a longer cardigan. I wore it with a lot of joy. It is very nice and soft. It is an hand spun merino. Yeah, what else can I say? It is just a yoked cardigan. And yes, what else? I do have a finished object and I finished again one of the crochet mandala placemats. I made a few changes this time because, yes, the yarn usage. So it became a little bit smaller. I omitted 3 rounds. One was here in the middle and 2 rounds somewhere here. So it already has different sizes, the pattern, but also depends, of course, on the gauge and the hook size you use. So this is quite a bit smaller than the one I made before, but it is still bigger than the one I use right now. So it's just a little bit bigger. So I think this is a good size. I still have a little bit of yarn left. I thought I had it here. Apparently I do not, but at least I will keep under the 100 grams this way. So I have now one large one and I will show you how it looks. I put it in the middle of the table and it will be the centerpiece. And there will be 3 smaller placemats. And since we're only the 3 of us, that is totally fine. So yes, I have to make 2 more. That is doable. I can do one in a day. That's not even a problem. So it is the only problem is to stay motivated, but okay. I have been working on the socks, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but it's not really sparking me any joy. I just got a pattern from the gnome, and there are just small pieces we have to knit, and in the end, of course, we have to assemble them. So there's not much to see. I think today I knitted a beard, but it is a mystery object, as they call it. So that is kind of fun. I have an work in progress and I have been knitting on it. I mean, before all the Christmas craziness started. It is a pattern from Knitting for Breakfast. It is the Wild Roses. originally it has multiple colors. I decided to knit it in one because I think that looks better on me. So I finished the body, and it desperately needs a block. I can see that desperately, especially the bottom. And yeah, I have been working on the sleeves, but it is completely patterned, maybe one or two rounds plain. So that is needs, even though it's not a difficult pattern, you constantly need to check where you are. So there's no mindless knitting in this. I was thinking about making long sleeves, but now I look at, yeah, I'm not sure. It is quite light. It is made out of Holst yarn, and this is the one with the silk. Let me see. I think it's the tights. Yes, it is tights. And it is wool and 30% silk, 70% wool, 30% silk, and it is the color maroon. So it is a reddish brown. So yes, decisions. Originally they are elbow length sleeves, but I'm not so sure. It might be that indeed I will do that because it is very lightweight. I can make it long sleeves, but it is not a warm sweater. I can feel that. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is just very warm wool. I don't know. It's not a thick sweater, at least. Let's say it like that. But personally, I like long sleeves. I don't really like short sleeves unless it is really, really hot. I prefer to cover my arms. But okay. Good. I don't have that much to tell you because you can imagine one day is not a lot of time for knitting, and we have been really busy yesterday. I was out of the house, so there was not much knitting time. Okay, so we have arrived at a free pattern as usual. I have two fun ones, and there are little decorations. I have the little knitted houses, and that might be a decoration for the Christmas tree, but also for spring or summer, depending on the colors you choose. I thought it was adorable, so it will be linked down below. And then there was a crocheted one, and that was the little gingerbread house. And that also, if you are a crocheter, is definitely a very fun pattern. So yes, okay. Just getting a little bit hot right now. That's my age. Can't help it. Sorry. Bit red. All right. That will be it for for this for that will be it for today. Tomorrow is Friday. I will be back, and then I will probably skip the weekend so I can do a little bit of knitting and regroup and see what else I have to share with you because I am running out of objects. Thankfully, because it was quite a lot. So I hope you're all doing well. Again, thank you so very much for the tip about the placements. I almost forgot. I got a wonderful tip. I could use the last round. I could do it in a different color, and that is something I will keep in mind because I immediately thought about something for Eastern. I might make a set for Eastern and then do the last round in yellow. I think that would be amazing. So thank you so very much for the person who gave me that tip. It was definitely very much appreciated. For the red, I don't have any yarn that would match. And yeah, I did not envision it for this one, but there will definitely be more in the future. And it was wonderful. Thank you so very much for thinking along with me and coming up with wonderful ideas. Again, thank you so very much for all of you who watched this and gave me a like and gave me a comment now or in the future or in the past. It is very much appreciated. So I hope you don't stress too much, enjoy your knitting, and then we will see each other again tomorrow. Bye bye.